Hi, I'm Jeanine Lindquist, and I'm about to share with you a prophetic painting that I recently did. So, I began this ministry about 10 years ago saying yes, allowing God to speak through his children, to encourage and help heal his children. Attempting this idea of praying and asking God, Lord, what do you want me to paint? And he will always give me a picture. I've had so many beautiful stories along the years doing this, just of how it blesses people, how it touches their hearts. So for this one, God had given me earlier in the week this idea that he wanted me to have the ladies write down words to lay at his feet. And I felt like I needed then to paint this image of Jesus dancing with his daughter. Well, as I began, I started covering those words with the paint. It started getting really wet and messy. There was so much paint on the canvas, and I don't have the luxury during these to let the paint dry. So as I began to try to get the lighter colors onto the canvas, it just wasn't sticking. There was too much paint. But God reminded me of a tool that I had in my kit that I hadn't used yet, and it was the scraper tool. So I took the scraper tool out and I started scraping away at the paint. And when I did, it took my breath away because I started seeing these images popping up, these words from that I had just covered up coming back up to the surface of the painting. So many things came to mind just thinking about how our life can sometimes just get so messy. But when we trust in Jesus, he covers it. He covers it all up. He protects us and shields us. And he allows us to still be able to dance and to be victorious through our struggles, through the struggles of this world, through our sins and our mistakes. When we trust in him, when we go to him, he covers us and allows us to feel that love and that protection. So I felt like I needed to paint Jesus and his daughter still dancing in the center of this painting. So I started to try to remove that paint, and I painted an image of Jesus dancing with his daughter. But then I felt led to cover it in gold. And when I stepped back to look at it, to me, it looked like a flower. And I thought, Lord, I think you painted a flower after all of this. But afterwards, a lady walked up to me and said, I see a dancer in this painting. I see an aerial view of her. You see the gold for the top of her head, and she's spinning, and that's her dress that you see twirling around. And it just made me smile, thinking after all of that, I think Jesus still painted a dancer through me that night. So I hope this blesses you. I hope you enjoyed going along this journey. So I call this one Dancing in Victory. And it reminds me that we can dance in our victories because God covers us. He covers us in our sins. He covers us in our faults and our struggles in this world. And he allows us to dance among them. So I hope this blessed you, and I pray that it left you feeling the love of God over you. May you continue to dance in your victories.